The Nick and Matt Show.
Dave, on what's the difference between a pro and an amateur?
A tournament?
Just in general, a pro player and an amateur player.
There is no difference. They pay the same amount except for $25. There's a $25 difference.
Okay, and you're talking specifically for your championship, right?
No, I'm saying for the PDGA,
Yeah,
you pay
signing
extra
up for the
$25
PDGA.
bucks.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
okay.
separates pro.
Okay.
That's what separates a pro.
Yeah.
There you
in
go.
our sport, technically, that is. I think it's the same thing in skating. All you got to do is just sign up to be a professional, and there you go. You go around and tell all your buddies that you're a professional disc golfer.
Yeah, I go plenty of tournaments where 970 guys are winning amateur and 910 guys are in my division.
So can I ask, what's your opinion? Nick can answer this too. Like, what's your opinion then when you're actually a pro? And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings here, but like, when are you actually pro?
Do you want the answer?
Yes, I want your answer, Dave.
I'll give you the correct answer. It's not Dave Fedlberg's answer. It's called Webster's Dictionary. A professional is someone who makes a living or their livelihood from the activity they are participating in.
Okay, that's interesting.
Until you make a full living and pay all of your bills with disc golf, you are not a professional player.
Okay, so that
you are a hobby.
Yeah, so that excludes a lot of people who aren't on tour. A lot of people who are not on tour, because I'll give kudos to the people on tour that are actually traveling around, driving in their cars, sleeping in them, eating, like you said, their lunch money from the tournaments. Like, yeah, I would say you're right. That is professional. Now,
there's professional skill level, but not professional.
Yes,
player.
and I was just going to say, so Nick here can compete at a fairly high level at a pro tournament. And I think there are classifications, right? Regional, and then you got local, and then you got national, like what we'd consider a pro level. Nick, once again, because we know you love to talk about it, what are you rated?
990.
990. Dave, right off the cuff, is that pro rating or not?
Nope.
Okay. So what do you think as far as a rating would go that you could earn your living off of it to tour?
1025.
Okay. I was going to say 1020 plus was going to be my answer to that. That's when you can actually consistently place well at all the tour events and be able to make even a small living at that point. You know, I think the 1040 plus guys are the guys who can actually make a living. Anyone below that, I think, is still in a slight struggle in certain areas of trying to make a full-on living with it.
Now, to be very clear,
I'm 1023. I could have said 1020, but I'm 1023.
Yeah.
I said 1025.
Yeah, and to be clear, Nick can whip my butt every time we go out, except for every now and then when he's having an off round. So
he should be able to win cash and maintain whatever level he wants.
Yep.
And get a chance to play against Paul if he wants, but he should be able to play against you and win money.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is in other sports.
And Nick's claims to fame, he did get to play against Paul, feature the live round at MVP because he was the AMSide winner.
Yeah. After winning an AMSide event. I think kind of going back to Matt's question, you know, Dave obviously gave the answer of what a legitimate professional is. And I figured he was going to do that. And so I was going to give you the answer of what, like, kind of in the sport of disc golf, we look at a professional disc golfer as. And I think that's someone who consistently cashes at their either local, national, or major events. Obviously, Dave's answer is the full-on correct one, where if you can make a living out of it, you are a professional disc golfer. But when I'm in my local tournaments, you know, I should cash every time with kind of the skill level that I'm at right now. And so do I consider myself a local pro? Yes, absolutely. I've cashed in one pro tour event, and it was at my home course here at Maple Hill. You know, I made $400 off of it. Obviously, that tournament happens once a year. I can't live off of $400 a year. If that's the only event that I can cash out when it comes to being on the tour, then yeah, I'm not a professional disc golfer. So,
all right. Well, Nick, we don't need
semi-pro. I don't want to say it, but the word is semi-pro. People get their feelings hurt. It's semi-pro.
Yes.
That's the word you're looking for. And it just is in sports, like AAA baseball or something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, it is what it is. AAA baseball player is pretty good.
Yep.
If you and him went out, you wouldn't be able to hit his ball.
No, exactly.
As a pitcher, you know what I mean? But he's not pro.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's semi.
We're enough beating Nick down here.
No. This because people don't understand that though. Is that the semi-pro, because we have a lot of good players here in Massachusetts, and there are a lot of good 990 to 1010 rated players out there. But when it comes to the actual skill level and professional, like being a legitimate professional, how much better Dave is. If Dave and I were to go out and play one-on-one right now, how much better Dave is astronomical when it comes to, especially
Than you.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially
What-
when it comes consistently.
What's the rating say if he says he's 1,023 and you're 990? What is that? Like about 3 strokes per round?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about 3.5 strokes per round, and so if we're playing a 3-round tournament, he should technically beat me by 9 or double digits.
And that's significant. That's
yeah,
that's the yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
in ball golf, if you were more than 10 away from me, you wouldn't make the cut.
exactly.
So okay, we're on topic to talk about the topic, which is amateur tournaments and divisions, which is fine because I appreciated that conversation. That's a whole sound clip in itself there. I'm glad and I appreciate that we talked about it.
The Nick and Matt Show.